everything that I've mentioned doesn't need money. It is just simple things that are so meaningful to a relationship. I hope this will help us to have lasting relationships because, wow, lately relationships don't even last even 6 months. Hi everyone, welcome to Motivation Corner, the number one podcast in Wheatbank, and my name is Mpulu Gang. First, let me welcome those who are here for the first time. Thank you guys for stopping by and for clicking on this video, and I hope you love the content that I'm going to give today. So please don't leave, just watch until the end, and while watching and you think you love and loving most of the things that I'm saying, please comment down below if you loved it. Any comment is welcome. And while at it, please subscribe. And to those who are returning and those who've been here since day one, thank you guys. You are loved, you are appreciated. But guys, can you please comment down below if you have watched and there's something you're taking away from the conversation that I'm going to have with you now. Please guys, please comment and show interaction so that I know where to improve, what to talk about next. Suggest whatever you'd like for me to talk about. So over the December holidays, I went home, and so while I was home, there were uncles, there were grandmas, and all that, and then I realized that, hey man, these people have been married for so long since I was in high school. So if you can make your calculations right, I have more than 15 years experience of work as employed. So can you imagine if people have been together since I was in high school or late primary years? So it means they've been together for quite some time. They are old, but they're still together. They still like their moms, their wives, they're still respectful to their husband. And I got curious, man. I was like, no, man, let me sit down with almost all of them because I'm that person. I'm a very curious person. I was like, I'm gonna sit with each of them and not like make a full interview, but I'm just gonna ask them by one, how do they make it work? How are they making it work? And I was like, since now it's February and it's a month of love, why not come and share what I learned from them? Remember? So today we're going to learn how to keep our relationships going from the old generations, which I believe the people who didn't have internet, who didn't have smartphones, who relied on letters and messages from each other, as they were telling me that whenever they had to meet, either the guy will send one of the girls from the village to come call the other ones. Like, it's so fascinating. But okay, that's not what we're going to talk about. But we're going to talk about old-fashioned relationship habits, like how the old people used to spend time, how they make their relationship work. But first, when I was reading on the internet, I stumbled upon this quote. It says, love is great when spoken, but greatest when shown. Do little things daily to show your loved ones you care. And I was like, do little things to show your loved ones you care. And most of the time, it's the little things that count. I always hear people say, it's the thoughts, it's the little things that counts. And I was like, let us keep that in mind, guys. Let us keep that in mind, that love is greatest when it's shown, not when it's spoken about. It's good to tell people that you love them, but when you show it, it's even more greatest. So what I learned from them, I learned that they said they used to spend quality time together. I can imagine in the mountainous villages of where I come from in Lesotho, obviously you have to hide away from the family where you're going to meet and just be the two of you. So I take it like, guys, for us in this generation, we need to spend quality time together without technology or anything that will distract us. Sometimes the most ordinary things can be made extraordinary just by doing them with the right person. Yeah, the most like ordinary things like going shopping with your person where you guys are gonna shop. It's like spending time together, going on a jog together, going driving all together. And one of my favorite things to do that I personally feel like I would have spent like time with my person, it's when we're driving somewhere. Like I love road trips with my loved ones because there no one is have time to look at the phone, and no one has time to be watching TV. So all you have to do, you have each other. You have each other. Then you start talking. You get outside the cars. You see beautiful things to talk about. So it's a way of spending time with one another. So there are beautiful things that they said they did together. Sometimes the guy was a cow head. So the girl will go sneak by after they do their chores, and they will go visit their people in the field where there's cows and just spend time with them without the disturbance of him. So guys, I'm here to say spend quality time together without technology. Sometimes because we in this generation, we cannot say we're going to go on the fields or go hide in the mountains or wherever. We have our homes. But I'm suggesting that can we put away the phones? Have that time, maybe even if 2 hours, where you put your phones away, switch off the TV, like everything, even the kids, if you have kids, you must know that from this time to this time, it's time for mom and dad where they spend time together, where you're not doing a lot of things. You're just talking, catching up on how your day was, catching up on what challenges you both went through during the day. So that's what I gathered when speaking to these people, that spending time with your loved ones is the most important. And then what also I learned is that be fully present when you are in the presence of each other. It's nearly the same as the first one. But this time, you quiet everything in your mind and be like, I'm going to be present. I'm going to be present to the conversation that we're going to have with this person. So, because this one is for me, I learned it and I was like, I'm going to practice it because I'm that person there whom every time, like let's say in the morning when I wake up, I already have plans that today I'm going to do this, do that, do that. Even when I'm at vacations, I am always planning, okay, on day 2, this is what we're gonna do. And to a point where, let's say it's time for dinner or time for breakfast, my mind can't be in the moment. I'm already thinking, what's next? We need to get the bolt. We need to get the car. Do we know the direction? Do we know this? I never just relax and be in the moment. So be present, be there, be in the moment, enjoy so that you enjoy it. And I've seen most of us will be talking to our loved ones. Your phone is on your hand, you're watching TV. Sometimes be present, switch off things, and your mind, most importantly, you can switch off things, you can switch off your phone. But if your mind is not fully present, then you're not present with your loved ones. So I really I advocate for this one because I on my side have seen how bad it is. Even with my kids, I'm that mom who I'll be talking to them, but I'm already thinking what needs to be done. But now lately I'm learning that I need to be fully present. Listen to whatever, even if it's boring, listen to it. And I realized that actually the things that the kids talk about, they're not so boring. They're so they're interesting, and my son likes to talk, and I will be listening and asking questions, and that's what people love, and that's how they feel like you are there. Your friends, your loved ones, and everybody, they are too beautiful to ignore. Give them the gift of you. Give them your time, your undivided attention, and your kindness. That's how you become present. Undivided attention, like literally undivided attention. Okay, the other thing I learned is express sincere appreciation for the loved ones. Guys, when talking about this, you need to realize that time is moving. So you cannot wait for later to say, I really appreciate. That's what people do even at funerals. Like, yo, we appreciate this person. He was there for us. Now I'm like, if you appreciate someone and someone has been good and been great to you, you need to express it on a daily basis. Whatever they do, express appreciation, because really all of us are not promised the tomorrow. So you need to show appreciation and also say the appreciation. You can never get enough of, a person can never get enough of being told they are appreciated. So let's do the good thing by appreciating and letting the people we appreciate know. So let us get to it. So let me read this point that I wrote here. It says, no matter how sure you are of someone appreciation and admiration, it's always nice to be reminded of it. There's no way that you can say, but she knows I appreciate her. No, you tell them, you show them that you appreciate them. Then number 4 point that I took out of having conversation with these old couples, it says focus on inner beauty. We have noticed that, especially as women, you have noticed that beauty, the physical aspect, our physicality changes as time goes on. So it is always the best to love a person for who they are inside. Because beauty, because the physique fades, and then what must happen? You must love the energy that the person brings to you. You must love their thoughts, how they think, their values. So you look at the inner beauty, so that even when the outer part of the person are gone, you still love who they are from the inside. Number 5 is tell the truth. I'm an advocate for truth. I'm one of those women. I'm like, I always tell the people I date or my friends or whoever, I'm like, please be honest with me with whatever. If I ask you, does this look good on me? Don't say, yeah. No, just be honest. No, Naomi, no, this is not on. If it's my boyfriend, I'm like, babe, I've gained weight. Please, you don't have to say it harshly. But do say, yeah, you have gained a little bit, but you're not bad. But you're telling the truth. But most of us have normalized telling lies because we want to protect. And one thing about lies, they're addictive and they get used to you. You will find yourself lying even when you're not supposed to, even when it's not necessary. You'll find yourself lying. So when you're in a relationship with someone, be honest with them about anything that you don't like, whatever they do. Be honest about it, because how else are you supposed to build a relationship if there's no truth in it? How is the person supposed to treat you better if you keep on hiding all the truth from them? So I really advocate for the truth. Let us be honest with each other. And the last and most important part that I learned, and when they were sharing, they said, apologize when you are wrong and when you know you should. There's no relationship without apologies. There's no relationship that can work without apologies and forgiveness. We are human, and being human, we are surely going to make mistakes. That is why even the greatest book, the Bible, says God gave his only son, because he knew we are sinners. Even when we were born, we are sinners. So, guys, apologize. It is your own responsibility as an adult to apologize when you've been doing someone wrong. If someone brings to your attention that this has been hurting me, you have the obligation to apologize. And not just apologize for the sake of passing time or for the sake of peace. You have to be sincere in your apologies. You should mean it. It is how someone once said, I don't take just a person when says I'm sorry. Some people would prefer for you to say, I'm sorry that I did this and that, and I realized this is how it made you feel, and I promise from now on this is how I will do things. That one for me also, I feel like it makes even more sense. It is, you can feel that a person has thought and they are aware of what they're doing, and they are willing to change. And apologies must also be accompanied with remorse. You cannot first say you are sorry for something over and over and over again. Therefore, we're not going to believe you again. So if you are sorry, be remorseful. And how are you going to be remorseful? Being remorseful, it's you changing ways of how you used to do things. It's you being mindful, being intentional that, okay, if I come back late, I come back at 10 o'clock, this doesn't sit well with my person, and you start to act and come back a little bit earlier. So this is just simple examples. And guys, I've just realized with all the things that I've mentioned, they don't need money. Because I realized those people don't have a lot of money, but their relationship works. So everything that I've mentioned doesn't need money. It is just simple things that are so meaningful to a relationship. I hope this will help us to have lasting relationships, because wow, lately relationships don't even last even 6 months. They last in even two days and they're gone. So I hope this is gonna help someone out there to build their relationship and see that it's not all money is not all that is needed to make a relationship work. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you. Please comment down below of what you think you also can make the relationship work. Simple things that don't need money that can make a relationship really work and last for long. So thank you for watching, and I can't wait for your interaction. Thank you. Goodbye.